Welcome to this edition of Tips Tuesday. Today we are talking about how do you know when you are ready to sell. It's going to be an awesome session and I hope you stay tuned to watch. Today on Tips Tuesday we are talking about how to know when you're ready to sell. So we're going to talk about a couple things that I think are very important. One of the first ones is what is your why? Why are you wanting to move in the first place? How important is it? What are you trying to accomplish? Is it assimilating an older parent? Is it assimilating a family member? Is it you've outgrown your space? Is it it's too small? Is it it's too big? Is it because you got a new job in another state? There's so many reasons, okay? But what I've seen is difficult in this market is because it is such a hot market, some people are just like, yeah, it'd be nice to move. Yeah, it'd be nice to, change here or there. But then they get out and see how difficult some of the market is at times, and they get discouraged. And so it's really important that I've seen when talking to my clients is to understand why you're even wanting to move. Because the more important that is, the more attached to it you are, the easier the difficulties can be handled. So one of the things is what you're looking for available? So that's an important piece because you may have unrealistic goals as to what you want to live in. You may say, hey, I've seen people that I want a pool, I want this, or I want that, and I want it near Boulder, and I want it under 300,000. Well, I'm sorry, that's not going to happen. Because that just doesn't exist. And if you're not willing to change your location or flex on some of the ideas that you have, then it's not really worth it. There's clients that I've met with personally that I'm just like, it's not a good idea to sell. It's just not what you want is not out there, first of all. And second of all, you can't afford it, or maybe it's just not a good idea. You have too much equity in your home and you have a beautiful place and it's just not the right move for you because you're comfortable. Because then you'd have more HOAs or taxes or other things that you don't have to deal with now. So those are all important things that you need to consider when deciding if you're going to sell. One of the biggest things is talking to your agent ahead of time. So it's important for you to talk to an agent, even if you're just considering the option. And it's not because I'm an agent and I want to sell your house. Yes, I do, because that's how I provide for my family. That makes sense. But one of the biggest keys is to talk about your options. What I've seen so many times, and Kim, I'm sure you've seen this with your clients when talking with them, is they have unrealistic goals, first of all, but then there's options available to them that they never had a clue about. This is something that we do on a full-time basis, and so it's important to get that insight and perspective as to what other options are out there. And seeing that in so many scenarios, there's so many clients that didn't think it was realistic or talked to an agent already and they didn't have the ideas or whatever. And then we talk and they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that we made this happen, or I can't believe that this worked. Because you have to have people that want you to get into your house, that want to make this happen. Because I don't get paid until you close. Yep. And so I have a vested interest in making sure that it works out for you as well. But I don't want to put you in anything that's not going to make you happy in the long run, because then you won't be happy with me. And that's not a good thing, because my intent is to build a relationship with you. So one of the other things is it's important to know the value of what you have and how to use that cash or equity or whatever's in your home to help you make that next step. And then I have Kim with BOK Financial here, and she is one of my preferred lenders, Kim Hayek, and I'm excited to have her here talking a little bit on the lending side of when you're ready to sell. And you're like, well, I'm selling my house. What do I need a loan for? I'm using my equity. Well, she's going to point out a couple things that I think are important when considering selling.
So again, Kim Hayek with BOK Financial Mortgage, and it is really important when you have made that decision that, okay, you've talked to Kevin and yep, this is a good time, it makes sense for you. Next step, talk to a lender. So one, do you want to take all that equity and do you want to put that down as a down payment on a home? Maybe not. Maybe you can do some other things with that cash. Maybe you can afford a payment to where you don't have to put all that down, and then you can invest. You can, invest in whatever, your IRA, your stock market. Maybe you buy an investment property. So there's a lot of different things. But I'm going to use a scenario that just happened recently with me. There is a couple, and they were referred over to me. They've already decided that they're moving. They're ready to put their house on the market. They're already looking for homes in Arizona, selling in Colorado, want to buy in Arizona. And we're talking to them. They just don't think there's any reason why they're not going to be approved. Well, a couple different things. One is there's some new things that have come out because of the COVID virus, unfortunately, and that is that credit score requirements have changed quite a bit. So some lenders and banks have changed their credit score requirements, and BOK Financial is one of them. We need a 640. So when we're getting them approved and we pull credit, their credit score is under our benchmark of where we can get them approved. So unfortunately here at BOK, I'm not able to help them. I was able to team them up with somebody else that can go a little bit lower, but overall,
real quick, I want to interject a little bit. That's important to know that you have people that are willing, if they can't do it, to make it happen. And that's why I work with people like him, because it's not just about a paycheck. It's not just about a loan. We really value our clients and making sure that we do what's in the best interest of our clients. And I think that that's rare these days. It's so rare because I think a lot of people don't do that. And I think that puts people out, that puts people in a bad position. And I think that's great to have partners like him that say, hey, you know what, I can't help you, but here's someone that can in this scenario. Because ultimately that's what we want to do, is get people into the home of their dreams, make their dreams a reality. So
absolutely.
Go ahead. Point.
I agree, and it is such a good point. Just because I may not be able to help you doesn't mean that there's not somebody else that can. And I do have a team of several different people that I know, like, and trust that are lenders, and that things that I might not be able to help with, they can. I want to back up a little bit about this couple. They had refinanced just last year, so in their mind there was no reason why, if they refinanced, they wouldn't be able to buy. Well, again, circumstances change in lending just like they do with life, and with lending that had changed, and many lenders have changed minimum credit score requirements right now because of things being a higher risk level as far as potential foreclosures, defaults. So keep that in mind, and just know that because you maybe refinanced or you did a loan not too long ago, you want to take a look. Things can happen. There can be errors on your credit. Something could pop up that maybe isn't even yours, and you need to take care of it. So you might be thinking, okay, we're going to do this in 2 months, and you may need to wait a couple months out. Or you just might need to get in contact with somebody that would be able to help you fix those items. There's a lot of different options, but lending is a big part of selling. If you're going to need a loan, it would be awesome if you have enough equity to go out and pay cash. But again, do you want to put all that cash down, or can that cash do something else for you? Maybe it's worth having the tax benefit of having a mortgage. Different things to look at, and have your team together, have your tribe of your realtor, your lender, maybe your financial planner and your tax accountant, so they can guide you in the right decision, so that you are putting that equity, that money, into basically to work for you, to help you grow more wealth.
Exactly, and that's what I'm a big, huge advocate for, and that is to help people use their investment, their biggest investment of a home, to your advantage. Build wealth with real estate. Talking about using your equity, maybe like Kim said, instead of using all your equity for your house, buy an investment property. Did you know that your income does not get docked for that if you buy an investment property, because you're qualified based on the rental income that you're going to be receiving. So that's another thing when in helping my clients talk about investments, is a lot of people think you have to qualify for 2 mortgages when you buy an investment property, and that's not the case. You actually need to get qualified based on what that future rental income is going to be. And so if you can use your equity to not only move up, but also buy a house that's going to help you in that and build more wealth, and now you're building equity in 2 houses, then why not? Why not take that chance, take those opportunities to talk to experts that are going to help you achieve those goals, regardless of what they are. We are here as advisors and consultants to actually help you accomplish those, and that's the important thing to think about. So yeah, I'm super excited about talking about those things, and that's kind of what motivates me. It excites me to help people achieve those goals, and so that's awesome that you're bringing that up. And one thing about that story about the Arizona couple is they probably didn't even think anything, but having that big picture, even if you don't need the loan, let's say you don't need a loan, that's great, but at least you have options. I'm all about options. I'm all about providing options for my clients and making sure that you know every option out there for your situation, whether it's, yeah, I'm going to use it, or no, but I'm glad I know I have that resource to be able to go that route. So definitely important stuff. So I also wanted to make sure to offer and make available some tools that we have that could help you in making some of these decisions. These are absolutely free of charge. They are amazing tools for all the clients that I connect them with. It costs you nothing. It does cost us to provide them for you, but it is something that we feel is absolutely essential to get in people's hands. So everyone that responds today, or if you message us today, not necessarily for a consultation, but if you message me, we can get you connected with HomeBot. HomeBot is an amazing resource that allows you to see the equity in your home, how much you can save if you make extra payments, what you could possibly rent your extra rooms for on Airbnb. It talks about if you wanted to make a move up, how much home you could possibly qualify for. And of course, there are approximations, and these are things that of course we would have to, if you once you got more serious about it, we would help you kind of navigate that. But it's a great resource for you to have. It's free, it's monthly, and it lets you know when your house is increasing in value, decreasing in value based on the market and things like that. So message me below. Happy to connect you with that. And everyone also that wants to talk about buying or selling their home as a result of this video, I will also provide a 1-year home warranty. A home warranty is an excellent opportunity for you to have security in your home and things that might go wrong, things that might break, appliances, furniture, or not furniture, furnaces, water heaters, things like that, electrical. It gives you that assurance that you're covered in case there's an issue that arises. So it's about a $500 value, just depending on your home, but I want to make that available for anyone that wants to do that consultation and get the process started. But for absolutely free today, please go to freerealestatevalue.com and sign up for HomeBot Digest. Again, that's freerealestatevalue.com, and we'll be happy to get you connected with that and get you on your way to building wealth through real estate. Also, if you could please share this video, that helps me out tremendously. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my channels, whatever channel that you're seeing this on, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is. Make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of this awesome content. And like I said, feel free to share with anyone that can use this. So thank you, and we'll see you next time.